What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another tutorial. I don't know how my settings are looking at this moment. I've been messing about with the settings again, so you know what I'm like, I can't stop fiddling with them. Today's video is just a breakdown of Ableton in general, because I've got a lot of people who don't know how to use Ableton properly, or they just want to know what some stuff is in Ableton. So I'm going to go through a few bits. Maybe we'll start a track, we'll try and get something going. Might be a bit of a longer video today, but if I can help people, that's what I want to do. So you've got your basic Ableton layout here. You've got your channels. A lot of people open Ableton when they first get it and look at this and go, oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing. I did when I first started. I was like, oh no. And then I realized you just click this top right button and it takes you to the arrangement window. So you've got your MIDI channels. You can right click to add more, insert audio, insert MIDI. Return tracks are down here with reverb on and stuff like that. So let's drag some audio in. Let's just use some 909 samples. The basics. Where are the 909s? Drum machine. Not Mac OS X. 909. Let's get a kick in. Take a kick. So many kicks to choose from. I like that one. Smooth, but you can also drag it into a MIDI track out of your sample selector and just drop it on the MIDI channel and it'll work. So what I do is I put the first kick in. So you know it's going on every beat. Make 4. Select them all. Command J. Click loop. Put it looping. Double check. Let me just make a 4-bar loop. Turn that down because it might be quite loud. What's next? What do we need? Nice clap. Using the 909 samples because that's basically the backbone of house. Do the same with that, loop that. Turn that kick down. Samples aren't very good, to be fair. I give them, they are good, but they do need a lot of processing. Let's put another clap in, just to fatten that up a little bit. Turn that right down. Not a fan. I'll do. Keep it simple. So over to the left, we've got all the plugins. Let me just delete that 909. So you've got all your basic Ableton plugins. You've got amp, audio effects, auto filler, auto pan, beat repeat. Not going to repeat them all, but you've got your MIDI effects where you've got arpeggiator. You can make chords on it, chord generator, sorry, note length, velocity scale, random pitch, MIDI effect track. Max for live, I don't really use that. Then you've got your own plugins. You've got loads of plugins in there which I've downloaded over the years. Don't really use the sample bit, but it does store your samples managed. That's just something from the last project I had. Don't know really, nothing in clips, I never use that. Then you've got your sounds as well, so you can go in sound. And these should be on all your guys' Abletons, hopefully. It depends which one you've got. So let's just add that sine wave in. Basic sine. Playing about on the keyboard. Let's just draw something in. This tutorial, I'm going to build a track as well as show you through Ableton. Just keeps you interested rather than me going, this is this, this is that, that is this. That's the way I would learn. I know everyone's different, but I think learning Ableton is an easier way to learn. Let's just have it like that, repeating. And then velocity is up. Your velocity range is at the bottom, so you can turn it right up. You can have shorten them, maybe longer them, longer them. Maybe increase the length of them, longer them. Like that. Turn some of the oscillators down in operator. So let me just add a hat in, get a bit of a groove going. Go back to the 909. You can search in the top here for what samples you want. Mine's a bit slow at the moment. Like that. Got a bit too much of a bottom end on it though, but we can cut that out in a bit. Put another one there. Let's make it a 1. Command J. Command J is your friend. Trust me. That's just had so much grooving. Have a sip of. I'll cover it up because they're not sponsoring. Pepsi Max. Let's make a MIDI track. You can drag it down into the bottom and that will convert it into a simpler. Put it on 16ths. Maybe have it like that. That just adds a bit of groove. Drag it across. Turn it down. Gives it a bit of a groove. Then I clap down a bit. What else have we got in percussion? Excuse me. So let's add that in there. Maybe just drag that across. What happened then? It's going a bit funny. Just check I'm still recorded. Yep, we're recording. If the audio's a bit messed up on this, leave a comment below, let me know. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's go. So we want to add a bit of shuffle into this now. Let's go to the bottom here where it's got waves. Let's right click, browse groove library. So let's use some MPC. So MPC is a legendary drum processor. Let's add a 55 and a 65. What it sound like? Let's do 65. Oh, I put the wrong ones in. See, stuff doesn't always go to plan. Delete them. I went on an 8. Need to go further down. There you go, 16. Try that one. Too much. I'll do. Maybe add 16, 65 and, sorry, 65 onto that. Maybe leave it at 50 on 55. Let's add some swing onto that bass. So for basics, I'm just going to use Ableton stuff. Let's add a compressor in there. Click side chain. Then you tap right down so it hits straight away. That down. I know what it needs. Let's add another MIDI. I'll tell you what, let's just duplicate that. Command D is duplicate. Where are we? 909 again. Just loading. Taking its sweet time. Oh, I know what I want to add. That. And what I'm going to do is Command C. I'm going to copy the hi-hat button. And then I'm going to add a few little extra bits in there. Maybe. There you go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start panning some stuff. So that I'm going to put 20 right. Maybe add this -10, which is left. Spread it out a bit. Sounded a bit minimal. So you get your basic layout of your drums. I've not EQ'd anything. I've not compressed anything. Don't really compress my drums too much. 909 samples are already quite processed, but compared to new sample packs, they're nowhere near as processed. So what I would do is I'd normally add a little top loop in. Too much. Don't mind that. And maybe add that in. It just fills a little bit more space. Nope, don't like it. On a different sample pack. There was one I found yesterday. I know which one I can go in. Ignore all this empty stuff. I need to clear it all out, to be fair. Where are we? Affected. I will add a little bit of texture in. Bit better. See the difference with add some stereo width to it. You can add some stereo width to your drums anyway, but I like to keep a lot of them in mono because I want them to punch through. And then this just fills out a little bit of a gap. So I'm gonna Command A, Control C. Just gonna fill out a 16-bar loop. Check those master levels. Go back onto your mixer window. So -4. Do we coming down about? I like to mix mine about -2. So if I set that down to look at the top one, -4. So I've selected them all, so they're all the same level anyway. -6.12. That'll do it for me. Give it some headroom for when mastering comes into play. So C minor. You could even, let's have a look. Maybe turn it down to G. Maybe have that on A. Maybe have that first one still. I could do it. So that's already a loop. Drag it across. Drag an EQ in. All your Ableton plugins are here. Let's cut 30 off the bottom because you don't hear that anyway. It just creates mud. Let's cut it down to 150. And that kit's causing a bit of drama. Let me just do a bit of EQing. I'm going to EQ some of the mid out, take some of the top out, take some of the bottom out. There we go. That's got a bit too much low end in it, so I'm going to drag another EQ in. Like that. Nice little groove. And that collapse causing me some issues. There. So it's cut a bit of the low end out of that. I like the collapse going out of time, which I don't know why. Definitely on the beat. I know why. Flashing with that. Let me just check that. Put that there. Put that there. I'll do. That's causing a bit. Turn it down a bit. Fan that to the right. I'm going to change that loop. I don't like it. This does happen from time to time. I like that. Better. Push a bit of top on that. Bit more mid out of that. Turn that down. Nice and groovy. Maybe we can duplicate that bass, find another bass. Get that EQ off. Close the swing library. Let's go in audio. Oh no, instruments. Maybe analog. Maybe that. Turn that filter down. Mess about with it. Shorten them. Not really a fan of that. Like that. Go back into EQ. Get the bottom end up. Take it up an octave. Have it quite a lot. Gives it a little bit of top end. So we've got a reverb on there. If you want to send some stuff to a reverb, you can say get clap. You know it's got a bit of reverb on it anyway. And you just use these little mixers channels here. Keep them dry. I want that. And what I would do on my reverbs is get an EQ again, put that bottom end out. If you do use Logic and Fruity Loops or Studio One or Pro Tools, they are all very, very similar, but there's a lot of different ways to do stuff. So when you open Logic, you've got your arrangement window open straight away. Whereas Ableton, you just have to change it, you just have to swap over. But you can build a track in here and then just drag it across, which is easy, but I would rather start this way because then you can start arranging it properly. So you could take that out, maybe just have that bottom bass, just have quiet, have a bit of that, take that out, maybe take that out altogether. This is obviously not how I would normally arrange things, but for the simpleness of the video. And everything comes back in. So now I would hold Command, select all the drums together, Command G, so they group them. You've got your drum group. I would then grab a glue compressor, drum parallel, turn it on to 5. Too much bottom end on that, so I'm going to just copy that over from the clap. Turn that down. Clap's too strong now. Go back and check your glue compressor. And maybe saturate them a little bit. Use Ableton Saturator. Clicking all sorts here. Maybe add a bit warmer. Turn the drive down to 0. Just see it gives it a little lift. I want to keep adding little lifts so I've then going, pooh, that's boosted all. And that's how you get a nice clean. Let's group the basses together. Let's add punch and parallel. Yeah, did that 4. Turn that bottom one down a bit. Obviously, this track needs a lot of elements adding to it before I can call it an actual track. But what I'm going to do is, I'm going to leave this 16-bar loop in the bottom at an Ableton project. And I've got a challenge for you. I want you to open it. I've left it all pretty much standard, so you can just open it in Ableton without having to have any fancy plugins. And then work on it, add some stuff to it, send me a preview of it. And the one that wins, I will feature it on the channel. I'll give you a shout out. I'll put your name and all your links to your socials underneath. So go and crack on with this. Come back to me, drop me a message, Instagram, Mitch Collinge Music. Go and check that out. And also don't forget to like, share, and definitely subscribe. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers now, guys. Once 1,000 subscribers comes, I've got some big videos coming. Don't forget, leave me a comment. Take care.